Hey, what up, everybody? Yeah, boy! Da-da-da-da-da-da. Woo! What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies, gentlemen, non-binary creatures, what the fuck is up? Look at this. Look what I did. Look what I did. I figured it out. So here's what happened. I was watching some YouTube videos yesterday. Chris Ramsey, to be specific. If you don't know who Chris Ramsey is, he is a magician from somewhere in Canada. Well, he's from Ontario somewhere. And he's great. Anyway, I don't know, something about the way he organized his videos and how professional they look and the amount of work that he puts into it. It motivated me to... Oh, 1 second. You fuck. It motivated me to... I don't know. Make my content the way I want to make it. And the way I want to do it is like this. Have a table set up with the laptop, and you can see the interface, and I can fuck around and shit. And you can see my shirt. Donkey Kong, am I right? So what I did is there used to be a bed right where I'm at. Like right against this wall, all the way to that wall. And this place I'm in is so tiny, I have no room to just I can't just move the bed out of this room. So what I did is I leaned it up against the wall over here. So the bed is sitting completely vertical right now, but it works out. There's so much room in here now. And not only that, but the bed, when it's vertical like this, the whole bottom of it has shelves. And just the way it's designed, like structurally, there's shelving now. I have shelves. So this all worked out. It took me so long yesterday to get this the way it is. I know this looks basic and it wouldn't take that long, but it did. Okay? And then I moved my desk closer here because I'm kind of in the middle of the room right now. Because here's what happened. I had this, and this is the corner of the wall. You might not even be able to tell, but this is the corner. This right here is the corner of the wall. I just placed this thing in a nice enough way that you can't even tell. But what was I trying to get at here? Corner of the wall. Computer. God, I lost my train of thought completely. Anyway, so I brought the desk over. The desk is here with my see this computer that you cannot see. This will be the computer that I'll be watching videos on stuff and whatnot. And this is also the computer over here that has this computer is recording my audio. It's recording the screen. That computer is going to be dedicated to the production part of the podcast. But this computer is for like information and shit. I don't know. Stuff that I can access right here rather than over here. And I have to do it this way because all my applications are on this computer. Like Photoshop and my screen capture thing. And I mean, I have Logic on this computer, which I could use on here, but you know, the ideal situation would be that I would just use the laptop for everything. But that's not the way it is. It took me forever to figure this shit out. So as I was doing this yesterday, I spent all day doing this. This seems like it's not a lot of effort, but I spent all day trying to figure this shit out. Because at first, I was going to tear this desk apart and just have a flat surface that I could use. But then I said, nope, can't do that. Anyway, I came up with this idea. And I like it. But while I was doing this yesterday, I was somehow... I must have touched my internet router and the cable in the back kind of disconnected a bit. So I was getting no internet connection for like a few hours. I was calling Telus. And I know you're probably saying, like, well, why didn't you just check the cables? Well, I did, okay? But I checked the wrong fucking one. And I didn't realize the one that's actually plugged into the wall was unplugged. There was a LAN, whatever the fuck you call it, just a cable that you could connect directly into your computer, plugged into the back, but it wasn't plugged into anything else, so I thought that was I don't. Doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter. The internet's back up and running. And this shit's be nice. Turn up the volume. Hold on. Hello? See, you don't want that static. There's a faint bit of static in the audio. Hey! And I can't seem to get that out of here. I gotta turn it up a little bit more though. Hello? There. So yeah, folks. This is great. This is the new edition. Gotta get my card. This is today's episode, but you can't see it because that's part of what I do. So here's the deal, folks. Last episode, I said to myself, and I said to you guys, we are gonna watch my Montreal documentary, whatever, that I made when I was 13, 14, and I'll do some commentary over it. But you know what? We can't. Because, well, we can, but I am... Okay, well, I'm losing my train of thought here. Sorry! So we can do it, but the only problem is that it's so old that it's a WMV file. Let me see. Is it a WMV? I put it on this computer for some reason. Yeah, it's a WMV file. If you don't know what that is, that's obviously a Windows video format, Windows movie video or some shite. So I have to convert it. And I know what you're saying. You're probably like, well, why don't you just use VLC, my guy? Well, I tried. Let me try it again. It just does not want to open. It crashes. Oh my god, it worked. Oh my god, it worked! Oh, Jesus, I'm such a liar. Oh, I'm a liar. It worked. Yesterday it was crashing on me. Okay, how am I going to transfer this over? Okay, I can do this. I can do this, folks. Here's what you do. Here's what you do. There's a thing called AirDrop. Boom, shakalaka. Let's AirDrop it right now. Okay. How do I do it? Everyone? Okay, I gotta search for my Mac. Found it! Okay, here we go. Let's see. If I transfer it over, is it gonna come? Did you hear that? My chair made like a water drop sound. Except, boom, shakalaka, it's coming over. Yeah, boy! Okay, so while that's doing that, while we're waiting for that, let's, I can talk about some other stuff. You're disgusting. You're disgusting. So I got team viewers set up as well, so I don't have to stare over here. I can look over here, which is probably what I'm gonna do. Sha, bruh. It's taking a while to download. So we might have to wait a little bit here. Let's talk about some stuff that was in the news. What's in the news, you say? Well, I don't even know. Let's go see. If we go to Twitter, Hotep Jesus is the first person on my Twit page. I'm not prepared for this episode. Just saying. Just saying. This episode, I am niggity not prepared for it. At all. Because I thought I was... Well, I was so focused on getting this set to the point where it's at right now that I said to myself, motherfucker, I didn't say anything, actually. That's the problem. I just was so focused on getting the set up that I didn't prepare for this week's episode on the Friday, the 19th. Okay, this is taking really long. How long is this going to take? Let me open my downloads and let's see. Oh, baby, baby, I want to have your... Okay, it's about almost a quarter of the way downloaded, so... That's that. What the hell? Why? Okay, remember I talked about... What the fuck is that noise? Hello? Sounds like there's someone in here, but anyway. Well, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the challenge type thing that people get into on the internet, on the interwebs that people get into these challenges. Well, now we're seeing another one, kind of. It's not really a challenge, but it's just one of those things that everybody jumps on the bandwagon like a fucking cuda, like Chris D'Elia would say. You're a fucking cuda, bruh. You're cuda, no dents. So now it's all about this fucking old face filter where it makes you look old. And don't get me wrong, it does a great job. Like it's shocking how accurate it looks. It honestly is. Like these facial recognition swap type things that Snapchat and all these other apps are using, they're good. But this one that turns your face to look like an old person, it's actually like scary accurate. I was looking at an old friend of mine, like one of my best friends that I grew up with. And I was looking at his picture that he posted, and I couldn't fucking believe it. He looks like it's so scary. Like I honestly think that's what people will look like when they reach an old age. It's so cool, but at the same time it's frightening because what's gonna happen? Where's this technology gonna go? You know, who are they gonna? They can use this tech. I mean, it's been said before. They can use this technology against people, make it seem like Donald Trump said some shit that he never actually said. Because not only can they take your face and make it look like you're saying shit, but if you're a person who's been online and on TV for years, they gather all your audio from everything you've said online or on TV, and they just put it in this fucking, they can mine through it and take whatever words they want that you have said and turn it into sentences. We know this. But I'm wondering, when's it going to happen? Ooh, there's some porn on my Twitter page. Look at that. I was watching the Valleycast, the newest one yesterday. Raina Scully was on there. It was a good... Steve had this story about his windowsill, and how there was like some sort of mold on there that was Well, it was either a mold or a fungus, but he originally thought it was a mold, and it was scary looking to him. He said it had like spikes and it was otherworldly, like almost alien. And he said he posted a picture on Instagram to get uh to get uh to get answers as to what it is, and someone ended up coming over who ended up being a fan of him, and blah, blah, blah. I figured it was a fungus, but he didn't know because there's so many goddamn species and subspecies of fungi that didn't know what to do, didn't know what to say. And so I went on Steve Zaragoz's Instagram to see if I could see a picture of that said fungus, but I can't find it. It's not there. It doesn't exist. So I messaged him. Look, here's another one. Fucking Mark Ruffalo and the Avengers gang all did the old facial filter. What a bunch of noobs. Am I right? I'm not going to show it, though. Let's check my notifications. Did Steve get back to me? Ha 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 ha. No, he didn't. But someone else said, same, I can't find that boy on Instagram. So I said, Steve Zarago, how can I get my hands on a pic of that mold/fungus? I want to see it. He better answer me, but he's probably not going to. I tried, but I didn't get by. I'm a big fan of what the fuck's his name? The Tree fella, Oliver Tree. His music is really good. Like, it's really good. God, I should have prepared. I should have. Do I have VLC on this computer? I better. I guess I'll have to. I don't have my keyboard over here, so I'll have to do it this way. VLC. Do I have VLC? Let's see. I do. I do have VLC. Thank you very much. I try, blah, 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 blah. So let me just go into I gotta go to my settings first and approve VLC for accepting content and whatnot. Because you know how Macs are. They keep it private. I love... oh, God, I burp. I burp! Oh, God! It's not in here, so... Okay, that's fine, brother. Okay, it's almost done downloading. Oh, I've got so much phlegm in my fucking throat again. What goes on? I must have nasal issues. I'm thinking I have nasal problems. The nasal, hey. I've got a nasal in my nose. I've got nasal issues. I'm just stalling right now because it's so close to being done downloading, which I should have just fucking downloaded it before I started this because you're so stupid. But just hang in there, folks. Any second now, it's going to be ready. And then maybe next week, I will do a commentary on another little documentary I made, which means more to me than this one ever will. But with that being said, this one's still good. Not good, but it's has some meaning to me. You got to remember, this was made when I was, I think, 12 or 13, maybe 14. Can't remember. This was in my beginning stages of, wanting to be involved in YouTube and the world of filmmaking. And no matter where I went, no matter what I did, I brought a camera with me, and I would film, and I would bring it back home, and I'd edit it. For basically my whole life, I've been wanting to be in the arts. Oh, it's done. Did you hear that? It's fucking done. It's fucking done. Let's set this shit up then, okay? I tried, but I didn't get my... You did, you were did better, Oh, I gotta switch where the audio is coming from. 1 second here. Okay. And then... Oh, that's laggy as fuck. Let's just do it over here. Okay, here it is, folks. Ow! Oh, I can't play this song. Shit, I forgot the music that was in this. Oh, Christ. The entire I fucking forgot about that. The entire soundtrack of this little documentary I made is the soundtrack of Tokyo Drift. Why? Well, at that age, Tokyo Drift, as weird as it may sound, Tokyo Drift was... it meant a lot to me. As weird as that may sound, it was one of those movies that the reason it meant a lot to me is because the person I had watched it with was a really good friend of mine, and we were obsessed with that movie, and we had such a good friendship. And our whole lives revolved around the whole Fast and Furious series, which was only 3 movies at that time. And I don't know, it meant a lot to me, so when I made the entire sound, like the whole movie has, the soundtrack is Tokyo Drift. This is the music from Tokyo Drift. So I might just have to take a risk here. And if it gets demonetized, it gets demonetized. But is that a strike against my channel, though? Is that a strike? Fuck! Okay, you know what I'll do? Whenever the music comes in, which is going to be probably the whole thing, I'll just turn it down. Okay, let's just try this, okay? Oh, the audio's already, horrible. It's, staticky. Okay. So, Matt Keogh, good friend of mine, he came on this trip with me. So this part is Sony Vegas, bro. That's the editing program I use, Sony Vegas. So right now we're just driving there. This is the famous tunnel in Montreal. Can't remember what it's called. And I called it Quebec et Montreal, which means Quebec and Montreal. I could have came up with a better title. I really could have. I literally haven't seen this probably since I was 14, so I don't remember. Okay, the Biodome. This is it says right there, Indoor Wildlife Park. Oh my god, the music, man. I gotta turn it down a bit more, so you can just barely hear it. The aquarium. The camera I was using during this was. Yeah, it was a JVC Handycam, I think it was called. So 720p quality, but I dropped the fucking thing. Can't tell you how many times, so it definitely fucked with the quality. Not only that, but I'm not a very good videographer, as you can tell at this moment. There's a porcupine, I think. Ducks. Otter. It's so grainy. This So I don't think was edited edited in the order of which I experienced it, because I think this wildlife place was, you know, we were well into the trip before we did this. So I was smart enough to know to edit it in a way that you gotta grab people's attention right away. A jungle. Don't know what that is. So how long is this? Oh, it's doesn't say. It just tells you how many minutes you've experienced already. Look at that thing. It's just walking around and it's been so long since I've been on this trip that I don't even remember being here. Monkeys. Those are nice looking monkeys. God, this video is gonna get fucking demonetized big time. Oh god. I really hope this doesn't put a strike against my channel, because I already have one strike. And let me tell you, if my channel, if they shut down my channel, that would be a nightmare for me. That would literally be, I'd have to fight to get it back. Because there's no way I could live without my YouTube channel. I've built it up so much. And I'm almost at the point of breaking through that I cannot risk losing anything. See that penguin jump? That was nice. Around Quebec City. Homeless people. I honestly think there's not a moment in this little documentary that doesn't have music. Now that squirrel that we just saw there, you couldn't tell in the video, but that squirrel was fucking huge. Oh, the guy coughing. I remember this guy. I think he was smoking a joint. That looks like a joint. Like, no one smokes a cigarette like that. And this was way before weed was legal. Like, way before. Don't know what that means or what that place is, but I just thought it was cool, I guess. I don't even remember seeing it. Oh, this music. This fucking music. See, I could really mute this. And, but I feel like if the music is just really low, that you can barely hear it, I might be fine. I guess this was downtown Quebec or Montreal or some shit. I don't know. The policia. Policia. Who's that woman? Who is that girl? I do not remember who that is. I'm trying to figure it out. Can't see her front of her face, so I don't know. I'm sure if I saw her face, I'd be able to tell you. The Olympic Stadium, which was later turned into the Biodome that you just saw. Is that true? Like, I don't even know. Where am I getting this information from? No, we were definitely in there. I remember now. We went right up that thing, actually. There's like an elevator, and I think we went right up that. I don't know if it was on this trip, but I've been up there because I've been in Montreal a few times. Right up to the top of the Olympic Stadium. Yeah, this is it. This is us going up there right now. Oh, you hear? Oh, fuck. My friend Matt was like, it's getting really intense. This is us going up there right now. We gradually reached an altitude of 175 meters, which is, let's see, 175 meters to feet. Oops. Is 574 feet in the air. Wow. That's pretty incest. So there's the stadium. They had the Olympics here at one point. Hey, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, we should be. Oh, yeah, we're recording. We're recording. We're fucking recording. Don't be a Jewish person. So here I go, dragging on the footage. And I kept that in there. Shouldn't have kept this part in the shot. Oh, I know that guy. His name's Kale. Yep, his name's Kale. like the vegetable, like the leafy substance. His name is Kale. Not going to say his last name though, in respect of his privacy. We've reached our destination. 500 and something feet in the air. Quebec from a bird's eye perspective. Yeah, no shit. Like, you don't have to say that. Shaky. Not even a good view. But remember, I'm only 14, so keep that in mind. This is something that was never meant to be uploaded to YouTube. So this was something just for me and like my family and friends to watch. So that's why I felt it was comfortable to put this music in there. The music choice is ridiculous. I would never use the Tokyo Drift soundtrack nowadays in a little documentary that I make. We then headed out to a bugtarium and a Chinese flower garden. Wow, that was quick. I couldn't even read it. So this place was cool. It was like those are real bugs. Stick insects. Well, like these are real. These ones here, but they're, dead. But the ones you see in the aquariums are real as fuck. Like that. That tarantula. Look how creepy that shit is. With the webbing. Imagine finding that in your house. Like wrapped up in a web, and then he has a nest of eggs. Speaking of which, yesterday I was cooking, and I had my front door open out to the barbecue, and I looked up on my door frame, and there was fucking not only one. Can you find the bug? No, because the footage is too blurry. But anyway, there was. Look how fake these look, but they're real. Like they're having sex right there. These are all real bugs. That's insane. I would have way more fun now than I did back then. Even though I was interested back then. For sure I was interested. Because I had lizards and all kinds of shit my whole life. But anyway, what I was saying is I looked up at my door frame and there was multiple spiders. Not only multiple spiders, but each one had a nest of fucking babies. Like, the balled up piece of web that is just full of baby spiders, and if you poke it, they're all going to come out. You've all experienced that. So I was like creeped out and grossed out. What the fuck is that thing? Man, they have some weird bugs here. So anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. So I took my torch and I just started burning the webs where the eggs were. And then as I was doing that, two more spiders came out, like together, like they were having sex with making more babies, and it just fucking creeped me right the fuck out. And I wasn't really making much progress burning them because the spiders were just moving around. And so I was like, fuck this. So I took a broom and I just started sweeping them all outside, and luckily I got them all, but that was a nerve-wracking moment for me. I don't like messing with bunch of spiders. Now, if I had to mess with these guys, I'd just run away. I'd probably move out. Look at those beetles, man. They're green. This is interesting. I would love to do this trip again with a higher quality camera. Why are all these bugs having sex? They're just always fucking. Oh. Those are just crickets, my dude. Those aren't interesting. That's probably food for that thing. It's definitely their food. It has to be. Is that a scorpion? Yep. Damn, this place has a lot of different bugs. I don't remember it being like this. Film the strangers. Oh, there's honeybees. Isn't that cool? I remember this. Look how cool that is. You get to watch the bees make the hive. Right there. And the honeycombs. And they don't care that you're looking at them. And there's their nest. I'm hungry. Now this is all bugs right there. That's not like dirt. That's all bugs crawling around. I didn't even show it that well. The Chinese garden. This place, that's Mitchell, I think. This place was fucking unbelievable. And I put some royalty-free music in here. So we can listen to this. This is royalty-free music. God, look at all these assholes. Bunch of assholes. I hate every one of them. I don't hate them. Oh, look, that's Kyle right there with the glasses and white hat. He was cool. But this camera doesn't do justice at all, especially my shaky camera hand. Like, you have to go to this place. If you go to Quebec, I don't know where this is.
Chinese garden outside of China. And it was created by Chinese craftsmen. All the rocks you're looking at, they were all coming from China. And there's an order. It looks like chaos to you. It looks...
Ah, man, why didn't I keep recording what he was saying? Like, you see, back then I wasn't interested because I was just a kid. But now, I want to hear what that guy had to say about that place. All the rocks are from China. It was built something about Chinese. But this place was beautiful. And of course, we're just a bunch of kids, so we don't appreciate it as much as we should. Bonsai trees. Now, here's the thing about bonsai trees. They're just a regular tree. They can grow to be as big as a tree, but they prune them so that they stay small. They manipulate the tree. Now this shot... Oh, we're back to the fucking Tokyo Drift soundtrack. This shot is not mine. There's no way. There's no way I sat there and waited for the sun to rise. That's... Yeah. That's...
At the time of its inauguration in 1965 or 66, it was the tallest all-concrete building in the world. And now the tallest all-concrete building in the world is the Burj Dubai in Dubai, and it's about 4 times taller than this one. This one is about 195 meters roughly, and the Burj Dubai in Dubai is around 800 meters. Short of 200 meters to be a kilometer tall. But I know that even in Dubai and in China, they have project to build a kilometer tall building. To get you to the World Trade Center,
Louis.
This is a building that is worth going to see. The interior of the building is quite amazing.
You're so crazy.
You so crazy. You so crazy. Oh fuck. So that Louis guy. Whoops. I went backwards. Fuck off. I'm trying to turn the volume down and I rewinded it. You so crazy. You so crazy. You so crazy. This Louis guy apparently was our tour guide. I don't remember him at all. I remember a tour guide when I went to Europe, though. She was a woman. Oh, he's talking again.
Colorful facade building is actually our convention center. The building is at least
Turn the
300
music down.
meter long, and it covers an highway.
Covers an highway.
We were on an entrance.
Film those booties. You know I was just filming those girls' butts. I wasn't worried about the door. I was worried about those bums. Look how fucking grainy this footage is. Oh, there's my... that was my English teacher. Forget his name. This guy. Chris Bootlier. Oh, I said his name. Pretty sure that's him. There's Louis. Oh, that wall right there. That's a piece of the Berlin Wall. No shit. That's a piece of the Berlin Wall.
World War. When the Nazis were defeated, the Russians, of course, were coming from the east, and the Allied, the Canadian, the British, the French, the Australian, the Americans were coming from the east, and they all met in Berlin.
Okay, well, I gotta turn this down because of the music again. He's basically just talking about the Berlin Wall and what happened during that time. And you're familiar with the Berlin Wall. This is a water fountain. Oh, yeah. You can't even tell there's water there, but as soon as you touch it, full of water. It was pretty cool. Pretty nice. Makes me want to go back to Montreal and do this whole trip all over again. Downtown Montreal. And also at this time, I was still a little bit into hockey. There's a Porsche there. Saw that. Had to film it. I was a little bit into hockey. So I was more into it at a younger age. But at this time, I was into it just slightly. And my team was the Montreal Canadiens. So this was also a little bit more exciting for me because we end up going to... Whoops. Right here. The Bell Center. Get goes, baby, don't stop now. Get goes, baby, don't stop now. So here we are, Montreal Canadiens Bell Center, the Central Bell. Hey, go Habs, go! What's the Bell Center? Hockey, okay? Montreal Canadiens hockey team. I'm Canadian. It's all about the hockey. Don't care about hockey anymore. Don't care about any sport. Could care less. The Bell Center! Oh. And one of the chaperones, the teachers we went to, who was my English teacher, he was if I remember correctly, he was a big Montreal Canadiens fan. Famous players on the roof. That was cool. Don't remember it, but looks cool. And those are all wax figures. There's like wax figures all over the place. This is not their actual dressing room. This is just a replica of what their room looked like back in the day. With all the famous hacky players. Look, Patrick Waugh. That was my favorite. Yeah, okay. Don't know who that is, but here's the rings. The Stanley Cup rings or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a hockey guy. I'm not a sport guy. They later told me that it was pictures only, so here's a few pictures I took. Okay. And I took pictures with, because my camcorder had the option to take pictures. There was a button on there, snap a picture. But they're just as grainy as the video. If I had, I'm pretty sure every camcorder has the option to take a picture. But if I had a higher quality, this would be much better. Patrick Waugh, his jersey. It says Roy, but it's pronounced Waugh. Okay? Don't know what that is. Guys sleeping together. There's Matt. That's my buddy Matt. Mention him in the intro credits. Patrick Waugh. I have a signed Patrick Waugh card. Now here we go again with more Tokyo Drift. Like I said, Science Center. This place was great as well. I want to go back right now. Ooh, yeah, ooh, my life be like. I really hope I don't get in trouble for this. There is... Oh, I remember that guy. I don't remember his name. But you can pull yourself up on this chair with a small amount of energy. Force or whatever. I don't remember. And I don't remember what that was. Magnets or something? I said I was going to upload this separate, but I can't. The music in it. Oh, this was some sort of something. You spin the wheel and then pluck the strings, and it looks cool. Don't remember what this is. Oh, this was like a fan that you could blow sand around? I don't know. Blood on my ceiling moves and my life be like... Of course we're all fucking around on shit. Of course. If there's something like this, we're gonna fuck around on it. I don't even remember this. Don't even know who that was. Oh, now there's Mitchell. Was that Mitchell? Is that his name? Yeah, we're just completely fucking around. There's me. We all got sweaters for the trip, so that's the sweater I'm wearing. This was my life. I look at myself filming myself in the mirror there. And like that was me everywhere. I had to have my camera no matter where I went. Okay, this is our hotel. This is the hotel I was talking about. Look at this hotel. This is where you swim. You don't swim with the fish. That was separate, but like the pool, there's pool and water slides, and it's fantastic. It's the best hotel I've ever been in. Look at this hotel. It's shit quality, and I'm shaky as fuck. But this was an incredible place to be. There's the pool that they locked up. See the gates that surround the pool? It's hard to tell, but they're like black gates, and we had to jump those to get into the pool. I told about this story in last week, or the last podcast. So go check that out if you haven't seen it. There's a bird cage. It's open, and there's no bird in it. But they put a parrot in there every once in a while, and it's so cool. Look at this place. This is the hotel we stayed in, and this is just where you go swimming, let alone the rest of the place. I couldn't believe we were staying in this hotel. And this camera still doesn't do justice. Is that Matt? Yeah, that must be. Me and Matt discovered the secret arcade. Yeah! I forgot about this. There was a fucking arcade and there was nobody inside. Downstairs. So I'm pretty sure we stayed here and played some shit. We had to have. There's no way. There was nobody here. As you can see, there's no one here except for us. It was in this like area downstairs that looked like you weren't allowed to go in. Yeah, okay, there we go. We're playing it. Yeah. But see, now, that's not Matt or me. We brought in our classmates to this arcade. Yeah, you feed the fish. They have the, like little coin-operated candy dispenser things. Full of fish food. This was a great trip. And this fella over here is sweeping up water. Is he really? There's no way he's sweeping up water. I was just trying to be funny. This was my room. Well, our room. I was staying in a room with Matt and I think Kale as well, to be honest. It's just a regular room. It's nice. But it's just like every other hotel room. But the hotel itself, fucking fabulous. Yeah, show the bathroom. And you see, Matt was into filming too. Because I was. I kind of got him into that. In the lobby of the hotel, there is a variety of pets around. That's right. Not only was there that parrot, but there's these rabbits. Which I would have never remembered unless I watched this. There's the parrot. He's on the fucking desk. Wow. I don't remember doing this. That is so cool. This is a cool hotel. Parrots on the front desk? That is fucking cool. What hotel does that? Whoever organized this trip.
We are going to visit a military fortress called La Citadelle, like the
Fucking music again.
It's about the same kind of architecture, a star-shaped citadel, where we have a regiment called the 22nd Regiment.
Van Duze. Oh, Martin! There's Martin. He couldn't. Oh, yeah.
30 minutes northwest.
Okay.
But there's still a few soldiers
Let's listen to this guy.
inside La Citadelle. So you're going to be told about that regiment and also about the building itself. The Citadel is an open air place. That means we will be outside for the tour lasts about 1 hour. There are 2 little museums where we'll be able to warm up. If not, we'll be outside. It's also the highest natural spot in Quebec, which is also the windiest.
That's me.
So that you grab the warm.
It was
coat.
windy.
Or if not, we'll have to stay together as a group to keep warm. Then we'll do a little. There was supposed to be in the itinerary a photo session. That will be skipped because of the weather. It's outside. It's a group picture taken by a professional photographer. And we decided that the weather is not nice enough to be outside for 15 minutes to freeze your.
To freeze your. Realize there's a bunch of children he's talking to.
Yesterday. Then we go to a famous place called the shopping mall.
Called the shopping mall.
It's a mall with an indoor amusement park.
Yeah, just like the West
Those
End.
who are not shoppers, you can go play in the games. There's like arcade and electronic games, and also Ferris wheel, bumping cars. Then we'll be going to the Montmorency waterfalls. Then the Saint-Anne-de-Beaupré shrine, which is really, really famous in Quebec City area. Then we'll be coming back to the hotel to change. Then we go for a good buffet dinner before
Buffet.
we board the Love Boat.
The Love Boat! The Love Boat! Oh my god! I got a story about that thing. Holy fuck. Yeah, I've got a story about the Love Boat. Totally forgot about the Love
We'll
Boat.
also hit the plains of Abraham. Usually I do
Oh,
reenactment
wow,
in
the
battle,
Love
but,
Boat. Fuck, I forgot about that.
Might be a snowball fight today. When it's a beautiful day.
I have a story I have to tell about the Love Boat.
We do the reenactment, but we'll see. If you insist, we'll reenact in your skirts, ladies, and flip-flops. before going on the tonight on the boats.
Okay. I'll wait till we get on the Love Boat to talk about it. God, I forgot about the Love Boat. Okay, so here's the fortress. Okay, so Martin, remember Martin? That guy we saw when I mentioned him? We'll probably see him again. But we were taking a group picture where people were allowed to wear the big, like the British soldier hats. Black, fuzzy, those things. There's Martin right there on the left. His jacket, what? He was so big. He's a big guy. Can't tell, but he was so big he couldn't even get the jacket on. So he had one arm in the jacket and the rest was hanging down, and he got his picture taken that way. But that was fun and funny. Martin was a good dude too. So it's not everybody on this trip was assholes, but see, you saw someone filming there. That was Matt. He was filming with my old camera. Oh, the Love Boat. Oh man. The Love Boat. We'll talk to it when we get there. Fucking Love Boat. Here's some machine guns and shit. This place, and he's talking about how windy it was. It was damn windy. Right now we're inside, but we go outside onto this hill, and the wind is like so powerful. It's almost knocking us over. Like, you know, it'd come in kind of waves. Like, it'd be hard wind and then it would die down a bit. So, like, when it was going hard, you could stand and lean forward and the wind would keep you upright. So that was, yeah, here we go. We're outside. This is where it's windy. Right now we're up on top of this fortress with the cannon. Look, it's Olive. It's Oliver. We're on the cannon. We're not on the cannon, but we're near the cannon. Here's the wind. You can see a little bit of it here. I don't do justice, but it was windy. Tank. Oh. Fuck, I rewinded it a bit. So there was someone in that manhole, I think. Okay, so we're about 3/4 of the way through, so we're almost done. Bam, bam, bam. Tokyo Drift, my friend. Tokyo Drift. Look at those missiles. See, you hear Matt? He knows about this shit because he plays Call of Duty. He just mentioned Call of Duty. Wow, look at those rounds. Big, big stuffs. That's a cannon, man. That is a fucking massive cannon. Plane. Coming to bomb us? Just kidding. Cannonball stuck in the tree.
It used to be a small tree, and in the back of that building there.
You're so crazy. You're so crazy. You're so crazy. We're in the mall now. But that cannonball in the tree, he explained it. And I didn't put it in because I was young and I wanted the least amount of boring talking in there because I thought it was boring. But now my whole life revolves around talking and learning about shit. So I wish I would have kept it in. But anyway, that cannonball was a real cannonball that was shot during whatever war was there. And it's been there since fucking the war. And the tree just grew around it. It's cool. There's even buildings with cannonball like indents still in them. in the walls and shit. So this is St. Anne's Church. Was not like when at this age. Is this royalty free? I think it is. Might not be, but the at this age point in my life, I was not religious, but I wasn't not religious. So like I was agnostic, I guess, at this time. And I bought I bought a chain or something for someone and some holy water for myself, I think. But I don't know. That all aside, this church was, you know, it was very nice, but it compared to the shit I saw in Europe, this doesn't even compare. Like this is nothing compared to what I've seen at Europe. But I haven't been to Europe at this point in time yet, so this was pretty nice for me. It's a big church too. Like it's massive. Massive. Bigger. It's actually bigger than most of the churches I've seen in Europe, or at least just as big. Okay, here we go. Back to Tokyo Drift. Turn it down. So here we got the waterfalls. We're in a cable car heading up to the falls. It was raining out, so it wasn't really, from what I remember, the little bit that I remember, this wasn't that fun, this part of the trip, just because it was wet and rainy and cold. And you're standing next to a waterfall, which waterfalls are nice, but when it's raining and windy, it's just, you just want to get out of there, you know? Here we are in the cable car. I'm filming through a wet window, so you can't really see. And here we are on the bridge, right above the waterfall. And as you can tell, it's raining. So I don't remember what I was doing to keep the camera dry. I think I didn't even really care because my camera has been through so much torment up to this point. Like it's been dropped 1,000 times. It's probably fallen in water a few times at this point. So like I'm sure I had something covering it. Oh, it was snowing. That's what it was. It was snowing. So when it's snowing like this, it doesn't really, your stuff's not going to get that wet. What's next? Are we in the Love Boat yet? And here we go. Here's the Love Boat. Yeah! The Love Boat. Okay. The Love Boat. Okay, so this is like, remember that episode of The Office where the Michael took the crew on he called it a cruise, but it was in January. Just a bunch of people partying on a boat. So that's what's happening. Okay, we're partying on a boat. Oh, woo! Oh my God, this story. Okay, so we're only like 14. There's a bunch of students here. A lot of them were older than us, but a lot of the students that came with us on this trip were definitely partiers and preppy kids, like I already talked about. So this was like their jam. But me and Matt, we were not partiers, we were not drinkers, we weren't smokers. But you know, we had to go here. Like everyone came here, we're all on the boat together. So there's people partying, and there's Kyle. Fucking Kyle. He's in the middle of this group dancing. I forgot about this. I zoomed right in on him. Kyle was like this, I hate to say it, but he was like this white nerdy. He was like the definition of white nerdy. He had the glasses, the awkward. He walked awkward. He dances awkward. I really portrayed it here because I thought it was so funny. But he was good at math. Like he had a bit of a speech impediment, but that's not the part I want to get at here. So my buddy Matt, me and Matt, we were like, not partiers. Like I said, we were just regular guys who we weren't into this sort of thing. But there was so much partying and shit going on that even people like Kyle were dancing and having a good time. So we thought we have to just accept this and have fun. I didn't film much because it was too dark. So while this party boat situation was going on, okay, it's over. While this was going on, Matt, this isn't really a good story. Oh, look, I'm naming all the people that were on the trip. Colton Abraham. I don't even remember these people. Alyssa was on this trip? And Holly? What? No, they weren't. Were they really? God. Anyway, so we're on this party boat trying to pretend to have a good time because we obviously weren't allowed to drink, too young. But I'm pretty sure some of the students, some of the preppier kids found a way to have alcohol. I don't remember. Anyway, like I said, there were students on the trip that were not part of our group, and they were they were just there. They were partying, they were having a good time. They were like 2 or 3 years older than us, higher grades. Anyway, so we're dancing, trying to pretend to have a good time. I step away from Matt for a bit. He's partying, he's dancing. I'm looking at him and Kyle, and I'm not really dancing because I'm not into that shit at this point. Now I would totally be down for that, but then no. So I'm kind of off to the side. And then I hear everyone go, "Oh my God, what the hell?" And I turn around, okay, and everybody is like surrounding something. It's just all my classmates, and then, well, all my classmates were surrounding this, and they were like freaking out, like, "What the fuck? Oh my God!" And they're surrounding these two people. Okay, so I have to go see what's going on. I go over, I make my way into this crowd of people, and who the fuck is there? But it's Matt and some chick. Oh no. Matthew, my buddy, the guy who I mentioned in this film. We're both students, 14, 13 years old. We're loners, we're introverted, we keep to ourselves. We do not associate with pretty well anyone else on this trip, other than a few people like Kyle, because they're, introverted as well. And I get in the middle of this group. I see Matt and this girl. She's probably 3 years older than him. And they're just fucking making out. Now, it's not a crazy story, okay? But for me, it was at that time because we were 14, 13, and we've never experienced anything like this. We've never even kissed a girl at this point, let alone making out with her on a fucking Love Boat of all places. I couldn't believe it, and obviously none of the other classmates could believe it either, because they knew what kind of people we were. We were like the losers. I hate to say it, but we were the losers in the class. There's always losers in the class. That was us. And Matt was fucking making out with the chick. So everyone on the trip that was in our group was unbelievably shocked. And that was one of the highlights of the story, was Matt making out with this girl who was like 3 times as older than him. Which, when you're in fucking junior high, that's impressive. To kiss someone to make out with someone in high school, and you're only in junior high? Damn, boy. Like, I couldn't believe it. And then from that moment on, we changed. We were different people. And I don't want to talk about Matt's personal life, but it's crazy. I totally forgot about the Love Boat. Wow. That was a moment That was a moment. It's a great moment. And I'm sure he would remember that. Cuz that if that happened to me, that would be something I would remember. But and while it was happening, I felt so awkward, and I felt like I didn't even want to hang out with Matt after that. Cuz like everyone in our class saw it, okay? Everyone's talking about it behind our backs, and it's not like they were proud of Matt that he was able to do this. They thought it was some sort of fluke, and so they would make fun of him for it. And he made the trip a little bit more awkward, but Matt was so proud of himself. But if you talk to those people now, of course they're going to be like, "Fuck yeah, Matt, you're the shit." Like, we grew up. The age we went on this trip, we were young and stupid, and the preppy kids we were with were bullies. So anyway, that was that. That was the Love Boat. I can't believe it. I'm so glad. I'm glad I did this because um I don't know. It's fucking cool, man. I honestly say if you're young and you go on trips like this with your school or whatever, just film it. Even if you don't know how to edit, just film it and at least compile all the clips together somehow. You can do it. Anybody can do that. Okay? And do it because it's fucking worth it. Because you'll come back like I'm doing right now in the future and you'll say to yourself, like you'll watch the footage and you'll realize, "Oh my god, the memories I have." It'll be Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once. It'll just be fucking fantastic. Okay? The memories that will come back to your head that you would have forgotten otherwise, you get to keep those memories. And although I didn't film Matt making out on the boat because it was just something that happened organically and I wasn't prepared, I still remember it happening just by the tour guide mentioning the Love Boat. The fact that it was called the Love Boat and the fact that Matt made out with this chick that he's never done before. He's never made out. He's never kissed anyone. There's no way. Neither of us had at that point. And then that was when he did it. It was so mind-blowing to me. On the Love Boat, partying, something we never do before. And somehow, I don't even know how he did it. I'm guessing there was just some alcohol involved on the girl's side or something. And they just were dancing, and somehow Matt was feeling a bit confident, and then she would have initiated the kiss for sure. There's no way Matt would have initiated the kiss. It was a good time. Ugh, farted. Good times. Good times for good rhymes. All right, folks. Well, guess what? We had a good run. This was a good episode. Started off a little bit slow, but maybe Monday's episode I'll review my other little documentary I have, but I don't know if I want to, because that one has even more copyright music that is more mainstream. And nah, I probably won't, because it's something I specifically made for myself, and it's only going to relate to me. I mean, maybe someday I'll do a little commentary over it, but if I were to just show you it now and talk about it, it wouldn't connect to you as much as it connects to me, because I specifically made it for me. And I'll give you a basic little synopsis of it. It's basically, so I used to live in Sydney, Nova Scotia, my whole life up until I was 15. Moved out to Alberta, which is where I'm still at now. Anyway, but when I went back, my first time going back after living in Alberta for over a year, there was such a heavy feeling of like homesickness. Everywhere I went, I felt this connection of like, oh, I miss this place. I remember going here and blah blah blah. I had so many memories in Sydney that I went to each memorable spot and I filmed it, and then it's like the nature trails I went to, the specific buildings that meant something to me. So it's all these like random places and things in Sydney. Like there's even a couple rocks I filmed, big boulders. And I didn't explain anything in the video. That's because it's just for me, because I know what those rocks mean to me. But to other people watching, they won't, and I'd have to explain it all, and it's not going to translate as it would to me because I know it. It's for me. Okay? Hello? Okay. I just wanted to make sure I could still hear myself. Had to turn it up a bit. Who knows how low that was? I'm going to have to adjust the audio. So yeah, folks. Enough of the gay jokes. Let's get down to business. This is it. This is episode 92. Did I say that in the beginning? I don't think I did. Welcome to episode 92 of the Dynamite Gizmo podcast. Hey, Montreal! All right. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Dynamite Gizmo podcast, episode 92. And I will see you in the next one. Peace, everybody. Peace, everybody. Prepared. The Frankie McDonald Guide to Life, Weather, and Everything. Oh. Ouch. Ouch, Olive. Ouch. Ouch, Olive. Ouch, Olive. Ow. Ouch, Olive.